My wife's name was Lorraine, and she lived in Hamden, Connecticut, and I lived in a little town called Seymour, which is 12 miles away. It was my second birthday. I was 2 years old, and she was 4 months old. Our families had been friends for a while, and I wasn't aware of the fact that she was even there, but that was the first time I met her, technically. We saw each other off and on, very infrequently during our growing up years. And then I got drafted and went to Europe, came back, and my mom said, let's go visit the Weeks family. So I said, okay. When I got there, she was dressed beautifully. She had had a date that night, but she had canceled it. And she was really a gorgeous babe. And that was it for me. She worked at Yale University, and I had applied there for admission. And so she asked me if I wanted to go to the football game with her against Harvard. And I said, of course I said yes. It was just automatically understood between the two of us from the moment we saw each other. We just knew that we were going to get married, and that was all there was to it. After the wedding was over, we hopped on the train and went to New York, and an uncle had arranged for us to get a room at the Waldorf Astoria. And it was more than we could afford. It was about $12 a night. We also were able to eat one meal in one of their restaurants. I still have the menu from that. The strawberry shortcake dessert was 70 cents, and salmon fillet was $1.70. It just makes you cry when you think of how the prices are today. They're probably 50 times that much. During our earlier years of our marriage, we just traveled an awful lot. And I would always try to work it out, school vacation, so I could take the girls, Lori and my son, with us. She would do weird things. We had a car, and she put in the back seat of the car an ironing board. She loved to iron, and she put the ironing board from window to window across the back so she could put a little mattress on it. And one of the girls, if the girls were with us, or Dave, our son, would sleep on that mattress. And we had a hobby of going to the capital of each state and taking a picture of the girls, or our son Dave, in front of the Capitol building. Lori got the call when my daughter committed suicide. She did all of the necessary legal stuff, to close the case. And I just sat on the sideline and did nothing but weep, I think that's one of the times that she showed the greatest strength that she had. And that's the thing that I appreciated the most. But I felt guilty because the whole burden of the thing was on her. When she came home from the hospital to be under hospice care, I was her only caretaker. She used to say to me all the time, "You're a saint to handle me the way you do." And I didn't really feel that much put out by having to handle messy things, because I really love her. I have dreamed about her a number of times, but it always seems to be in a humorous situation. She was a happy soul. My name's Donald, and I'm one of the lucky ones.